Hey, welcome to day 2 of this Crafty Girl Vlogmas. I'm Keisha and my channel is called A Joyful Endeavor. Thanks for being here and for joining me for this adventure of me trying to post a video 24 times this month, which is going to be a big challenge. I've already learned a lot because even this first video was crazy complicated to figure out how to edit it quickly and download the content and all of the above. But essentially, I'm really just wanting to spend some time being cozy. Talked a lot about my Christmas mugs, just trying to bring the most joy and cozy vibes and happiness into, the 24 days before Christmas. And I think that it's easy to just let the time go by and not put in the effort. And I'm probably guilty of being that person that lets that time go by, but I really want to make sure that I'm treasuring this season. So here I am I'm currently drinking water out of this mug, but it's just so cute. And I am working on a project and I wanted to just chat with you while I'm doing so. And let's see if I make any mistakes while I'm doing that. This is just a rug that I got a kit for from Craft Club. And I've been really focused on knitting recently, but in November, had decided that I was going to do at least 5 minutes a day on this project. And that would get me to the point where I actually finish it and so that I can actually use it. And as you can see, it is almost done. I'm on my way. The green is causing a slight issue because it's not marked very well. It's supposed to have a border that's like a darker green, and that border isn't really marked that well. So I'm kind of just winging it, and I think that I'm fine with that. But my main goal here is to work on this, give you something to honestly just talk about my day, talk about my life, talk about what I've been thinking about and how things have been going. I make content. I'm trying to start making content about being creative and getting things done. I'm the type of person who I have had a lot of dreams in my life that I then spend a lot of time dreaming about and thinking about, and not actually taking that action to get anything done towards them. And I don't want to be that way for the rest of my life. So this is me just taking a step and throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying to force myself to not only make more, but also create content that will inspire other people to do the same. And I think it's going to be fun. I've already learned a lot just about myself, even just this project alone, forcing myself to do 5 minutes. It was so funny. The first day I started it, and 5 minutes turned into 5 hours. But there have been days where I've only done 5 minutes, and that's been fine because it's just something I can check off, and I can be happy and proud of myself for doing something. Because that's the thing, there's so many amazing quotes and amazing self-help books that can kind of get you moving towards your goals, but specifically think about that tortoise and the hare concept, where the tortoise just keeps moving and the hare gets cocky and takes a nap. And the tortoise is the one that wins because the tortoise continues to make progress, even if it's slow. So that's the concept that I'm kind of trying to think about in my crafting and my creativity and in decorating my apartment and creating a closet that I love, be that something that I'm making or curating, buying. I just really want to infuse my life with creativity, and I don't want to spend my days like scrolling on Instagram or just being inspired by other people's creativity and not doing the things that I dream of. So that is what I'm aiming for. And I just want to take you along for the next 24 days if you want to join me for some small creative projects. Some are big. And here, let me explain. I actually wrote out a list. Let me tell you a story if you're up for it. If not, you can skip ahead. But I actually once created a full advent calendar for somebody, a partner at the time, and it was a true labor of love to go and pick out 24 different things and choose the specific days that they'll get them on, and combine that with also like activities and things that you'll do together. And I've been in the process of learning how to love myself, in therapy and in life. And this is very deep. This is probably too deep for this video here, but hey, we're going into it. So I have been kind of asking myself, what would I want someone else to do for me? And then how can I just do that for myself? So I went ahead and wrote out kind of an advent calendar for myself, of things that I would like to do, and little things. Like literally one of them is as simple as like drink tea out of your mug. I think I probably will do that every single day. But it's really the little things that make your day-to-day life wonderful. So that might be one of the tasks on there. But then I've got finish this rug and finish some other projects. I can look it up. No, I can't. My phone's far away. But just little things that will make my day-to-day either more festive, more Christmassy. Yesterday, the goal was to decorate my Christmas tree, and I did that. And I also watched a Christmas movie. So we're just like checking all the things off. And that's really what I'm excited about, motivated by, and what I'm going to be doing in these videos. There also might be a little bit of some running content because I'm training for a marathon. So later on today, I'm going for a run. So I might film that. I think that would probably be a good challenge to try to film myself in public. It might be a phone film, but it would be like probably a good challenge. And yeah, I think just in general, I've been thinking about this for myself, but also talking to friends who have similar blocks, where they have big ideas, but then they don't actually make a plan and follow through on the plan. Maybe they do make the plan, but then they don't follow the plan. And I think that's something that's happened to me many times. And there's no shame and there's no guilt. There can be, but instead of allowing that shame and guilt to hold you back and stop you from making progress, the bigger thing is to just start today and start to make progress towards whatever it is that you have a dream of doing. And one of the things that I was talking with my friend about specifically was how to make it more fun. And she actually shared with me, and this is obviously not sponsored, but she shared with me about this app called Finch. I'd known about it actually before, but essentially it's kind of like having a Tamagotchi that like gets you to do things. And it's actually so cute and so inspiring. I'd heard about it before, but I was sort of thinking, oh, I'm not that type of person who likes little cute animal things. I tend to like things to be a little bit more polished. And it's so polished. It's so funny, the things that I tell myself, oh, that's not something I like. And then she showed it to me. She walked me through, she showed me her whole app and how it can be helpful. And then she sent me an invite, and I'm like 8 days in now, 8 days. And I've actually, usually I download productivity apps like this and I'm kind of over it immediately. Like I have these great intentions, but I don't follow through. But the cool thing is that it really gamifies it, makes it fun, gives you a lot of like really sweet and lovely affirmations, and makes it just really simple. So you get wins really easily. You can make your goals as teeny, teeny, tiny, your habits as teeny, teeny, tiny as possible. So it'll literally be like, did you get out of bed? And you can mark that off. You can even have it be like, did you open your curtains? Or did you make your bed? Did you brush your teeth? Did you wash your face? Did you put sunscreen on? So make it like the stuff that you already want yourself to do every day. And then when you wake up in the morning, you're kind of motivated to like wake up your little finch, and you get to name it, you get to dress it, and choose like cute little outfits for it, and choose you can design its home. And you can, if you like tickle it, it'll like do little hearts. So you can kind of like build your bond with your bird. And you can collect little micro pets. And I was actually telling my neighbor about it today as well. And right after I came inside from talking to my neighbor and like talking her ear off about this cute little app, I looked and got like a notification on my watch that said, my finch is named Star. And he sent me a notification saying, smile, you're awesome, or something like that. Or like, you inspire me, or something. And I mean, obviously, this is just an app, but something about it, it's really clever how it gets you back in, and in a positive way. It's not getting you back in and like you're scrolling endlessly, or you're like stuck on looking at the shop or anything forever. It's just like, oh yeah, I need to take 3 deep breaths. I can do that right now, and then I can get a little joy from a little, kind of gives you, I don't even know what they're called, little stars, you get little money or whatever. But it's actually so fun. So if this is something that you've ever thought about, or maybe you're like me and you thought about it and you're like, oh nah, I dare you to give it a try. And it's fun because you can also like invite your friends, and you can interact with your friends. You can ask for a hug, you can send a hug, you can send kudos. I haven't really gotten very many friends on there. Maybe some of you will join me. But I did today. My neighbor just downloaded it, and I sent it to one of my other friends. But I haven't really utilized it in that way just yet. But it's fun to, I remember when Facebook was an actual thing that people liked. RIP. But I remember when it was fun to send likes or like little nudges to your friends, or you could even send like pieces of flair to them. That was just really like a fun way to interact without it having to be like, this is just another way for us to like talk, another way to communicate. I like that it's just, hey, I'm thinking about you, and you don't have to send something. So that is really what I've been up to and thinking about today. I'm making this one kind of a simple, short one. Maybe I'll take you along for the run. That could be fun. We'll see. And maybe I'll show you my cute little Christmas tree. I adjusted it from yesterday because I realized that I had one of the leaves like really tilted in a weird way. So that is tilted back, and I think it looks better. And I also adjusted, I had put garland on. I think I must have put the garland on last year after the Christmas lights, before the ornaments. Maybe? I'll have to look up a picture of it. But I think the garlandy stuff looked better last year. So I've gone in and readjusted it, but I might give it some more interaction to try to get it where I want it to be. But if you are here and you're still listening and you're intrigued by all this, I would love to hear, like, what have you been doing this season to get yourself in the mood? Do you like productivity apps? Are you someone who just does the things that you want to do, or are you somebody who maybe spends more time scrolling than you often want to? No judgment either way. I think we all have our moments where that is just what we want to do, and that's okay. But I want to feel empowered, and I want others to feel empowered to be able to do the things that you want to do. Well, I'm going to keep working on this, and I might even get back to my knitting. And I will see if I take you on my run later on today or not.